Hi, mister.
You can't go in. You just can't.
I bet whoever came up with bad news travels fast wasn't taking interstellar distances into account.
Mr. Barron's a very busy and important man.
But I came all this way.
Listen, I might be able to hook you up with some merch. Maybe get you a ticket to a speaking gig he's got. That's all I can do.
You are the best! David's amazing. And I hear he's single.
If you've seen something interesting, let me know. If it pans out into a full story, you'll be compensated. Welcome to SSNN, where the news never sleeps. If you're part of the David Barron fan club, try not to inflate his ego too much. He's liable to burst.
And I'm sorry, who are you?
A cog in the machine. If you mean literally, Nadia Mufaz, head researcher of the office. So if we got any facts wrong, I'm the one who files your complaint into the shredder.
Into the shredder, you say? Well, it is nice to meet you too.
Sorry. Long day. Longer night. How about a do-over? Let's take a look at you. You're not from around here. My guess is you really work for a living. I bet you have a story or two. I have a feeling about such things.
Actually, your intern asked me to do an interview for you.
Tommy? Tommy did something useful? So you must be the captain of the... Frontier? Rumor is there was a firefight at a mining installation. I'm interested only in primary sources. So things you've seen and or done that are newsworthy. No hearsay. So, what do you got for me?
The Crimson Fleet attacked an Argos mining facility on Vectera.
Looks like some Crimson Fleet brainiac figured out it's easier to hit stationary targets than dogfighting in the field. And you are an eyewitness with the courtesy to find us instead of being chased down. Refreshing. So what were the pirates doing there? It's not their usual MO.
Tell them about the ore. That was quite a lucrative operation.
Constellation commissioned the dig. The Crimson Fleet wanted the proceeds.
Bad blood between the fabled Constellation and the Crimson Fleet? Has all the markings of what we in the SSNN call a story. So what's your role in all this? Part of a tour group?
I worked for Argos. Now I'm with Constellation.
Wow, an actual member of Constellation graces my office. Do we bow? Maybe smoke a pipe? So we've covered the basics. How about any harrowing tales of daring do? How'd a bunch of miners triumph?
We had help. Barrett, a member of Constellation, and his robot Vasco.
How heartwarming. Constellation banding together with some dusty miners? I like it. This is a good local story. Plucky miners band together and punch above their weight. If you ever get more stories like this, drop by. And take this to cover any incidentals, or other creative ways to pad out an expense report.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Well, thank you very much, Nadia. I guess I'll be off then. Yes, Sarah.
Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask you about the artifact you found on Vectera. When you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hands for the first time, how did you feel?
I had visions, heard sounds and music. It's difficult to describe.
No, I don't think you understand. I know about the visions, the light, and the music. How did you feel inside? What were your thoughts?
And what's with the psychiatric session, Doc?
If we're going to unlock the secrets of these artifacts, we're going to need more than simple empirical data. We'll need to dig deeper. It would be helpful if you'd just tell me how holding the artifact made you feel.
It was like being instantaneously pulled across the entire galaxy.
Oh my goodness. That must have been terrifying. When it comes to the artifacts, it never ceases to amaze me how the science, well, simply fails.
I'm sure there's a perfectly rational explanation for them.
If there is, the artifacts are doing a heck of a job hiding it. The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. Quite the mystery.
When you say it spoke to me, what exactly do you mean?
Well, judging from the fact that both you and Barrett claim to have heard music, I've made the leap that the artifact was reaching out. Music composition might not consist of words and sentences, but I'll be damned if that isn't an attempt at language.
Well, I'm sure there's a solution to this out there somewhere.
Is there? After spending years gathering data about the artifacts, you'd think I'd have all the answers.
Well, until quite recently, you only had 2 of them, so, this whole experience must be incredibly frustrating.
Frustrating? No. Bewildering? Yes. It would be, oh, well, an explorer's dream to solve a mystery like this.
Then we'll get to the bottom of this mystery together.
I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind. And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together. It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time.
Well, I am happy that you're happy, Sarah. Now, if you'll excuse me,
Here to see Mr. Baron.
I can't believe I'm here. SSNN.
Kids miss you.
The project has to be done this quarter. leave New Atlantis for good.
You're welcome to come with me.
I have a feeling today's going to be a great day. Don't you agree?
It's been pretty decent so far. But here's that Tarantino you wanted.
Nice. I have to keep my energy up so New Atlantis can stay clean and tidy. Here, take this. I found it while I was cleaning. I figured you might find a use for it. Thanks again. I really appreciate it.
Oh.
I've been trying to exercise more and eat healthier.
You know, if you
but I
just
feel like
find money randomly while you're cleaning, you should hold on to it since you're trying to save it up. But how is it going, Donna?
I cleaned up a kid's vomit today. 4th time this week.
Oh, that's terrible. I guess there's something going around.
See you around.
I sure hope so. Alright, now, what were we doing next? No, I actually think Barrett takes priority. That was a completely accidental press there. However, that does remind me.
what's the name of that god?
That it is time to redo some of these key bindings. Alright. Actually, no. That's better. Alright, good. Left alt isn't already mapped to anything over here. There we go. Now it's just a bit more like how I play Skyrim.
Contact the job. Look at me, I haven't got a clue.
Maybe we should check below the surface for specimens.
I mean, maybe we should. However, I have a feeling we're not actually supposed to be in here. But this town is so confusing, especially without a map, that I tend to prefer just taking straight lines whenever I can. Ow. Oh, that wasn't brilliant. Ouch! I have dislocated one of my limbs. Oh, noes. Oh, I'm so fortunate there was water there. Oh my.
some kind of an acrobat? When things at the lodge are too much, I love coming to this spot to just sort of, I don't know, melt away for a while.
It is a lovely spot. Let's get to the frontier. I'm afraid I need to relocate one of my limbs. Let's see if we can find a safer way over there.
Really? Huh. So much. We'll have to see if that's a long-term trend. Maybe account for it better. Understand.
It takes a strong mind and a good eye to sell art.
Oh, so you're an art
How's
dealer?
business, Amoli?
Indeed, I am. I've been an art dealer for most of my life, plying my trade all across the settled systems. It's actually why I'm here in New Atlantis today. I'll be delivering a piece of art to a very particular client later. However, I don't yet have the art in my possession. Actually, would you like to pick up the artwork and bring it back to me? I'll reward you for your effort, of course.
What exactly would my help entail? Where is this art?
You simply need to go pick up some artwork. The exchange has already been arranged, and you won't have to show any credits. It's just a matter of picking something up and bringing it back to me. There's really no need to worry. It's all very simple.
So then why can't you take care of it on your own?
I'm not very familiar with the streets of New Atlantis. I'm not from here, you see. I'd rather just avoid any trouble and have someone more capable do the exchange for me.
Alright, I'm also not particularly, familiar with New Atlantis, but I could do that for you.
Excellent. You'll be picking up the art from Zoe Kaminsky at the Trade Authority. Tell her you're there for Samson Jabrel's art. She'll understand. Return the artwork to me, and you will be compensated.
I didn't know the Trade Authority handles artwork.
Well, of course they do. Why wouldn't they? I've heard tell that you can get some very impressive items at the Trade Authority. But for now, let's settle for the artwork that I procured.
Really? Wasn't that included in the transfer from last week?
No.
Goodbye.
That was for
Goodbye.
handling shipments, not deliveries.
Oh, okay. I'll try and remember. I swear, lately I feel like I'm spending more time at Galbank than I am here. If you don't see what you want, feel free to ask. Hi there! Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around. I can take care of transactions, and if you've got questions, just ask.
Oh, I'd like to see what you have for sale, please.
Oh, please, take a look.
think I have a use for some cheese. Alright, well thank you.
The business.
Likewise, I hate having to switch out weapons during a firefight because I've run out of ammo. Sorry, Sarah, we're making a slight detour. Med packs and ammo get quite expensive, so every credit helps.
That might help productivity.
Sounds like a bad idea.
As a tracker agent, my duty is to inform.
Seems like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days. Spread like a virus through the cell.
Even in the well.
Welcome to the Trade
Authority
Authority.
continues
If you're
to
here on
flourish.
legitimate business, I would be
Makes
more
me
than happy to
sick,
help you.
doesn't it?
If, however, you are here under false pretense, say, sent by one Miss Tsang of UC Distribution, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate here to report to her. And I'd ask that you pass along my request to stop these silly games. So, what'll it be?
That's a strange way to introduce yourself.
Perhaps. But I'm quite confident in my business, and I refuse to be intimidated. Please, let me know if I can assist you further.
I'm here for some art Samson Sabrail sent me.
Ah, yes, I've been expecting you. Here's your package. And don't worry, I've already corrected the ownership record for you.
Oh, I understand.
Good. I'm glad we understand each other.
Be on my way then.
Thanks for your business. Pleasure dealing with you.
You as well.
Hey.
Keep it moving.
If you're dealing in art is more
I'm not
exciting
trying
than
to
one would
pester
think.
you.
Alright, well I've got your art for you.
Transfer to-
Shh! Are you crazy?
What?
Keep your damn voice down.
Wasn't that included in the transfer from last week?
No, that was for
Just hurry up and take it.
Not
Yes, yes. Just hand it over.
Okay.
You've held up your end of the bargain. Our transaction is complete, so I'll be on my way. Take care and let's not talk about this again. Back to it then.
Indeed. You've held up your end of the bargain as well.
Hello. Yes, what?
Hello, Captain.
Give the word and we'll get underway. All right, Sam. Now that we have a moment, it's time to figure out the details of our little bet.
Oh, come on, Sarah, not this again. I'm telling you, there's no point in setting up that wager.
So you intend to stick with the ridiculous notion that the beer served at the hitching post is better than Jake's?
Better than Jake's. Better than Madame Sauvage's place in Neon.
I heard
better than
that
anywhere,
you're so
hands down.
fast. You can run around the planet and sign the
You
back of
must
your
have banged
own
your head on a console during that
We
last
just
grab
need to
jump.
That
No
was a
one
good
in their
talk.
right mind would
It'll
make
be
a claim
hard
like
to top
that.
Can everyone stop crowding around my bed,
I'd be happy to
please?
take it. Otherwise, let it go.
Whoa.
You've got the stuff. One day we're going
That's
to
better.
system hop and test your theory. I just hope you'll
Hi.
No.
Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
Now let me see about possibly making some modifications to the frontier.
Got any? Need some work done?
I'd like to view and modify my ships, my good man.
Okay, no problem.
This one, that is my reactor. Oh, that is what the engines had been sitting on. Oh, of course. That was the setup. It always says this about the Docker module position, regardless of where I put it. It always says it needs to be on an outside edge of the ship, but judging on where it was on the original design of the ship, it wasn't on an outside of any edge of the ship to begin with. So I'm just not quite sure what it wants. But what exactly am I supposed to do with the Docker in this case? Is this not an outside edge of the ship? Does it need to be higher with the current design? If I move the reactor and everything attached to it back here, does that make it an outside edge of the ship? Actually, I have a feeling it does. Need more engines to improve mobility or to reduce its mass. Well, I'm going to be adding more mass, so there's no point in... There's no point in doing the other thing yet, so... I should add more engines. So I should add more structure on which to mount them. Where did I put the... Where did I put that little cargo bay? Ah, it's down there. Well, in the meantime, with the pieces that I have added, we go ahead and make sure they fit to the color scheme of the ship. There we go. That's better. Suppose I should probably equip another reactor or two then as well, if I'm going to do that. Out of curiosity, how would this affect it? That would indeed interfere with the Docker. Alright. I thought as much, but now I know. But nothing can be placed on the same level as the engine, correct? I mean, as the docker. Correct. Unless it's something slim like these. Oh, only one reactor is allowed. Ah, so it's not an issue with the placing of the reactor. It's an issue with the reactor existing. I'm currently rocking a Deimos Companionway. No, I'm sorry. What is my reactor? A 34 OT Stellar Reactor. A slightly better reactor would cost a ridiculous amount. And it is only slightly better. Alright then. Oh, what even is this? Did I just... Oh no, that's not anything. We will put an additional cargo hold right in there. It only has a color 3? Interesting. Alright, so what are my engines currently? White Dwarf 2000. I just add a few more. Ship is too heavy to grav jump. Reduce mass or increase grav jump thrust. Ah. Interesting. Well, let's see about that then. Is my grav drive? This is my... No, that's my reactor. Is this the grav drive? It is. Grav drive thrust. And of course I cannot equip more than one grav drive, so I am completely limited by my grav drive. Interesting. Well then, let's make some changes. We will keep that. We will keep this. We will keep this. If we were to put this up there then. No? Interesting. Okay, now what is the error? The ship is too heavy to grav jump still. Now it just has that warning. These my engines are these White Dwarf 2000s. Can I get better engines? What if I have it lopsided engine-wise like this? Contains things that exceed reactor class. What is my reactor? Reactor is A. Ah, that's the issue there. I literally cannot get a better engine than what I currently have. At least here. Got it. Oh no, that is different, is it? No, it just looks like it because of the colors. Wait. Oh no, that's the 2010 versus the 2000 that I had. Let's get a second 2010 then. There we are. Now let's finish this up real quick. And I still haven't added any more cargo space. See if I can get away with one more cargo thing. Oh, it just had it into that space down there. I suppose that works then. There we are. All systems nominal. And I can afford it. Thank you very much, my good man. Now that, my friends, is a ship. And to see the crew of the Frontier return to Vectera, you'll have to tune in next time to another episode of Starfield Interplanetary Diplomacy, starring yours truly, some guy you've never heard of, as Mr. Victor Gabriel.